Hey everybody, and welcome back to Slowpoke Racing and the Ultimate Racing League. This time we're going to leave the track alone, although you may be able to see some of the cars going around Daytona from last weekend. We've stepped out of the commentary box and into our little corner of the studio so we can have another chat to one of the drivers. We haven't done this in a while, so I thought we'd bring it back, and we're pretty lucky this week that we've got Nath. Better known on track as Sidthesloth, and for those of you that can see the screen, you can see him going around there causing mayhem like he does, and that's why we love him. So Nath, welcome to the chat.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's great to have you here. I've been dying to get to have a chat with you for a long while. Got a few questions for you, as we usually do, but if we do go drifting off on different subjects, that's perfectly fine. The first thing I want to ask you is what made you join URL, and how long have you been here? Because you've been here for as long as I can remember.
Yeah, I think I've been here now for what, a couple of years.
Yeah.
Basically, I was racing in another league to start off with, and then saw URL on Facebook and decided I wanted a bit more challenging and put myself against some of the other people that are faster.
Right, so it was a Facebook thing. You didn't know anybody then that was already racing?
Nah.
No, just a thing on Facebook, and you thought, yeah, I want a piece of that.
Yeah, literally I just thought,
well,
get into it.
Do you know what? I'm glad you did. I am. And I mean, I don't know. The thing is, you are loved by everybody. I've never come across anybody that's got a bad word to say about yourself. So it is fantastic to have you, and I'm glad you joined. We're watching you going around Daytona at the minute. I know you can't see it, but we can. Have you got a favourite track or a favourite car?
Probably one of my favourite tracks would be Sardinia.
Which one? The main one, A?
Yeah, Sardinia A, just because of the track's laid out.
Yeah.
Especially with the hill going up on the back straights.
Yeah, I must admit, I do like that one myself. Isn't that one of the grinding tracks?
It is, yeah. There is a couple of grinds you can do on there.
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
GR2 cars.
I do like that. Is there a particular GR3 car?
I prefer proper like racing cars like McLaren, Aston Martin, kind of thing to drive.
Yeah, good choice. The McLaren's always a safe bet, isn't it? I mean, a lot of people like the McLaren. It seems it's a bit like the go-to car, isn't it?
It is for one of them cars where you just want to like get out on track and for a good amount of time.
Jump in and
handle.
Yeah, just jump in and race.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Well, I think we're watching you in the Sylvia on screen. How are you finding that one?
I raced in it a couple of seasons back, and it was all right, to be honest. I'm hoping actually now this season with the newer lads in League 4, it'd be a bit more of a challenge.
I've not used it myself, but like you say, a couple of seasons ago we used it, and it seemed okay, and then it got a bit of a battering, I think, with some updates. But
it did. Yeah. All good on Sunday night, really.
Oh, good. Yeah, good.
It was just tyre selections with your pit stops and strategies.
Do you prefer that, the endurance stuff for the pit stops and that?
I do if I can get my strategy
going
to perfection.
Yeah.
I think I went too long on my softs
than
I did anyone else.
It's all right having a strategy as long as you stick to it.
Yeah.
but I think we all know that soon changes after about the first lap. So I know mine does. I should practice it, have a strategy in the first lap. I think, no, sod that, let's do something completely different. Tell me, do you use a wheel or are you on a pad?
On the pad at the minute, hopefully looking to get a wheel in the next couple of months.
Oh, nice. Have you ever had a wheel, or has it just always been the pad?
Just always been a pad.
No, yeah, you'll notice the difference straight away. They do take a bit of getting used to getting on a wheel, but I find it a bit more, what's the word? I can't think of it. Not inclusive. It'll come to me in a bit. I bet the people listening to this are screaming at me saying, no, it's this, it's this, it's... You know what I mean, don't you? You know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You know what I mean.
It's like you feel a bit more part of the car with the wheel.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. So is it, what are you going for, just the wheel, or are you going for the full setup, the rig, the wheel, the pedals, the lot?
Potentially just the wheel and pedal to start off with.
To start off, yeah.
Then look at getting, once I got used to that, and then look at getting the whole rig.
Yeah, that's on my shopping list, the rig. I've got mine bolted to a desk at the minute, which is, it's okay. It's not the best, so you do need a rig. But yeah, well, fingers crossed for you, mate, that you get that. I'm going to ask you, well, is there anything else you get up to when you're not playing GT7, or is just GT7 it?
I play all sorts of games on the console, really, like anything sports-wise. If I'm not working, it's pretty much just sit and chill.
So have you got any other hobbies? Are you sports? Do you play sports or anything like that?
Yeah, I used to play rugby a couple of years back.
Oh. Oh,
Quite,
big tough guy then.
Just a little bit.
Well, you're one of these 6'4" and 19 stone. It's all solid muscle.
No, not quite 6 foot. Not quite 6 foot. Yeah,
well, were you right in the middle, in the thick of it then, or was you out on the wings as the? I mean, I'm not a rugby player, so
used to be out on the wings, then got brought into the middle of it. So I thought, change the scenery really, and give me a bit more of a head-to-head with players.
I bet there's a few other rugby players in amongst us. This is the thing, you see, when you don't meet people face to face and you don't have a proper chat with people and you're just racing on the night, you never know what people get up to. So yeah, it's nice. It's nice to know. So yeah, a bit of a rugby player. Fantastic. Well, the one thing I do want to ask you about is very recently you've just started to produce a newsletter to give highlights of the races, especially on a Wednesday and a Sunday, and it is great. We love it. I think everybody loves it. How did you come up with that idea? I mean, it's a fantastic idea, and long may it continue. But where did that come from?
I was just playing around with a few designs online.
All right.
So obviously, because we had a load of drivers come and go over the off season, I thought it'd keep everyone updated with stuff. And it's kind of went from there, really.
Yeah, I mean, it is great, and you get it done so quickly as well. I mean,
yeah, I use an app called Canva for it, so it's pretty much just type up the race report.
Yeah, but a little bit of work must go into it. I mean, I know when I do the comms, you have to do just a little bit of research about the race and stuff like that. So
I try and like re-watch the race a couple of times just to try and, or look at the results and then work out. Yeah, look, on a Wednesday there's a race, and like on there I can pretty much go straight away.
Well, it is.
Tuesday,
like I say,
I gotta look at League One racing to get the mix of it.
Yeah, it's about I say you did get it out really quick, and like I say, long may it continue. I think it's a fantastic addition to the league. I bet there's not many other leagues out there that have got their own newsletter that comes out at the end of each race. I'm going to ask you. I ask everybody that comes on, and I'm going to ask you if you could change something, either in GT7 or in URL, or both for that matter. What do you think you could change? If you had the power to change anything.
I would love to see a lot more of like the iconic racing tracks on the game, like Silverstone, Donington.
Yeah, good shout.
They are some of the iconic ones you look out for every racing season, whether it's F1, Indy, BTCC. That kind of jump out at that year from the calendar.
Yeah. That would be a great addition. I'm sure there's some licensing problems or something that prevents it, but yeah, I absolutely.
I think there is, with a lot of like the F1 tracks.
Yeah, absolutely agree with you. It would be great to get some of those tracks in. What about URL? Everything okay as far as you're concerned, or if you
probably like to see a bit more allowing like the freedom of tuning a little bit. Yeah, obviously we get the bop and the brake balance on the cars, but I think tuning that little bit of cars gives lower drivers in the leagues a chance to go a bit faster, be a bit more competitive.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is tough. I mean, URL's a big league now, isn't it? Which is, again, it is fantastic, and we're attracting more and more people. So it's going to be harder and harder to keep everybody happy and do stuff. But this is why I asked the question: if there's anything you change, because any ideas?
I mean, even if it's just allow downforce to be changed on a weekly basis for different tracks.
Yeah, well,
that downforce can play a big part in the car and the track.
It can. I mean, for somebody like me, who's bloody useless at all that kind of tuning stuff, it wouldn't really mean a lot to me. But I'm sure some of you guys out there, you know exactly what you're doing. Yeah, I'm sure it would make a big difference. Well, there's one for Alex to think about then.
Yeah, I mean, there's loads of videos on YouTube you can watch. When I first started tuning cars, it was literally watch a couple of videos on YouTube, get the gist of it, then adjust it to suit my style of car.
Well, we're doing it on a Wednesday, aren't we, with the BTCCCCC replica?
It is, yeah.
With a little bit of tuning involved there and messing about with downforce and stuff. How are you finding the Wednesdays? Enjoying that?
I'm enjoying it. It's just finding the consistency, I think, for me across the whole lead. Where I can get the start off the line correct. It's just then getting bogged down in parts of the track. Yeah,
it is. It's consistency when you're watching. I mean, we both race in League 2, don't we? And when you're trying to chase people like Wayne G and Nigel and Hodgie, Rossi, people like that
and then
around.
Trying to watch way around you all the time. You're thinking, oh, I'm going to hit you, or be back off in the corners.
It baffles me sometimes when I watch them and I think, how the hell do you do that? How are you getting around so quick? But I suppose it's practice. I keep being told consistency is the key.
It is. So, I mean, the cars were fine, I believe, leading into pre-season for Wednesdays. It was then, obviously, Alex decided to change some stuff to make, because I think the Focus was way too fast compared to like other cars, and then it's kind of, I think it's been bogged down since the update.
Yeah.
So a lot of them it's just pushing the car a bit extra where you want to get it to go, and find that right balance to change the gear on it.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Well, I haven't done a Sunday race yet. I would say we're just watching you going around Daytona. I missed the first race, but I'm looking forward to the Sunday race. Yeah. Do you practice with anyone?
I don't know. I'd rather do pass myself or against my ghost a lot of times.
Yeah, I don't know if you sort of got in on midweek or something, because I know some of the guys will practice together regularly. I pick a night and they'll all get together and that. And
yeah, I mean, if I got time during the week, I might do like have a look on. I mean, I do it for Saturday leagues with John on a Friday.
It's just the time, isn't it? It's just the time. Yeah. I think some of the faster guys practice on a Tuesday, if I remember right. But it's good if you can practice with the fast guys, if they slow down and let you keep up with them. But they tend to disappear and you learn nothing because they're that far ahead. Well, thanks for chatting to me, Nath. I've run out of questions completely. Have you got anything else you want to add? Is there anything else, messages you want to get out there?
Just obviously, cheers to the guys that have stuck by me and given me the tips about the seasons. It's been great racing against them all. And long may you continue.
Well, long may you continue to stay on the track, Nath, because as I said, everybody loves having you around. There's not a bad word, I don't think, ever been said about...
I don't think there's banter between us all, but...
Yeah, well, and that's half the fun, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Oh, that is definitely half the fun. It's just to have a bit of banter with people. And,
I mean, you can see on Sunday, I'm up to 5th at the minute. And my tyres were holding out until, I think, lap 11, and then decided they were going then.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm just watching you now. You're having a great race. It's it looks like you're loving it out there. Well, I'm going to leave you to it now. Thank you very much for joining me. I've got a few more of these interviews coming up. So over the next few weeks, we should be having a chat to some other people.
Yeah.
I can't think off the top of my head who they are, but we have got I've got a few people like. In fact, no, I've got a list here, but I'm not going to say anything because I want to surprise everybody.
Yeah, fine.
We're going to leave it as it is. So yeah, once again, thank you very much for joining me, Nate, and thanks everybody it's a pleasure, mate, and thanks everybody for listening. I will be back with I don't know what I'll be back with. Oh, it'll be the League One BTCC replica. I've not done that replay yet, so I will be back with that very shortly. If you listen to this in about a week's time, then I would have already done that, so I don't know what I'll be back with. But for now, I'm going to leave you to it, and I shall catch you all soon.